Top of the morning to you, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Coffee Time, Story Time with Fox, H Town's Army Brat. Let's take a sip. Yep, it's my mood. Welcome. Today is December 31st, 2021. Goodbye, 21. I mean, I know we've all had our own ups and downs and ins and outs in 2021. I cannot say that the whole entire year was a bust, because it was actually a blessing. It's just towards certain times and certain situations and actually certain people. You know, you wouldn't even think people would do the things that they do to try to ruin your life. And when you thought y'all were better, but that's everybody, you know, not just me. Anyway, as I digress, today is the 31st of December, and I'm coming on today to do the show because I didn't do it the past weekend. And the reason being, it was because it was Christmas weekend. And if you know me, I lose my voice around holidays, some part due to crying, a lot of crying. Another part due to singing, a whole lot of singing. We do a lot of singing. Me and my family do during the holidays. And when we get together anyway, but during the holidays, it's over, you know. And then, you know, so I had no voice Sunday or Monday. And then my bronchitis was acting up the rest of the days to where I couldn't talk. Now I'm back, and I'm doing it today. And plus, I'm kind of glad it all worked out that way for me to be able to do read my story today, because it's the 31st. It's the last day of the year, you know. So shit, it's like, what did you do on the 31st? And you can say, well, shit, sat back and I watched Coffee Time, Story Time with Fox. You know, that was you could say, and thank you for watching. You know what I'm saying? So, 2022 is on its way, and I know we all have plans, and we all have things, resolutions. So I'm doing a reverse reverse New Year's resolution, and my reverse New Year's resolution is I'm not taking certain things with me to 2022. It's not going to be, I'm going to get up and start going to the gym, because no, I'm not. But what I am going to do is leave laziness, you know what I'm saying, behind in 2021. Laziness can stay. Progressiveness can go. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I'll make sure to hold myself accountable to those decisions that I chose to make for my New Year's resolution, which is New Year's reverse resolution. I got to get that word right. Anyway, so today is Coffee Time, Story Time, and we are on the letter D. We've done abyss, we've done blaspheme, we've done challenge. Now it's D, and this is dictate. You know, I'm a writer by nature, by heart, by craft, by trade, by thought, by name, by everything. By everything, I'm a writer. So I tend to write a lot, especially my imagination. I like to dictate. So you have to always be conscious and alert about what you are writing when you are writing what you're writing, because you don't know who will read what you write and where they would take your words to. I'm peeling stuff. Anyway, so without further ado, ladies and germs, gentlemen, dictate. I forgot my disclaimer at first. Y'all, I do not own the rights to the music that I'm playing, but I'm jamming. Anyway, here we go. I can't see. Dictate. A woman is a mystery. A man just can't understand. Sometimes all it takes to please her is just the touch of your hand. Stephen Rogers is my name, and hitting it hard is my game. I say this because I've been on my job 6 months now, and this week I began working in my new position. You are now listening to the tale of how my very first day as the executive assistant to the vice president of marketing went, and just how my very first marketing meeting that I attended went. Simple as fuck, right? What do you think? Here I am, in my element, right where I am meant to be, at a conference table surrounded by the possible new clients to our marketing firm. I sit here adjusting and readjusting my notepad and the two mechanical pencils that I have strategically placed on the table in front of me for me to dictate the minutes. When in walks a pair of long milk chocolate legs that are covered by a semi-tight maroon leather skirt that reaches the top of her knees. Amused, my eyes leave her legs and ease on up to see the blouse that is loosely fitting and droops just above the crease of her bosom. So I ease my eyes from her chest, I mean shirt, and on up to her face to see that it's my damn boss. I then gather my thoughts and I get myself prepared to take the minutes for the meeting. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my boss says to the conference room full of 15 people. I pick up one of my pencils and I write start time, 9:46 a.m. on the notepad. But then I accidentally, but purposely, look back down at them legs coming from underneath that skirt. Imagining myself sucking each one of those toes and then gliding my tongue around her ankle and then up her leg is what I'm doing, while writing down what I hear her saying. The merger between the two would be beneficial because, and my freaky ass mind is still on me licking up her leg. But now I am inching my head under her skirt while kissing and sucking her thigh. If you would please turn to page 6 in the pamphlet, it explains several ways on how to bring your sales and profits up. She continues, and I dictate the minutes. Something is completely wrong with me because now she is pinned up against the conference table with her skirt hoisted over her waist and her legs are resting on my shoulder, and I'm teasing her hot and wanting area that is covered by white lace panties with my tongue. My favorite, I quietly mumble, gaining the attention of everyone at the table. Oops, did I say that out loud? Please continue, I say, embarrassed as shit. No, it's my favorite too. When you build on this market strategy, you will win, my boss says, redeeming me, unbeknownst to herself. And now I'm back to my dictation. I can see where you're coming from, one of the ladies sitting at the table says, and I dictate. But immediately my freaky ass mind gets back at it, and now her panties are now gone, and I am tongue deep inside of her secret garden. I slide my tongue up and down and then in and out of her, slurping all of her juices that are flowing from her as if I am sucking the juices from a seedless half-sliced peach. Well, my freaky ass mind is. Well, in my freaky ass mind, that is. Great. I'm so glad that we were able to reach an agreement, I hear my boss say. Oh shit, I think. Being lost in my freaky ass imagination, I could not write the remainder of the meeting. Thank you all for coming. I will go over the minutes and email you the new contract, she says while everyone is filing out of the conference room. She looks over at me and gives me a look telling me to hand her my notepad. I flip the pages that I have written on back over, closing the notepad, and then I reluctantly slide it over to her. She grabs it and we both exit the conference room. My lunch hour is now over, and I get back to my desk to a note on my keyboard that says, "My office." It's from my boss. I know she is pissed about the half-ass minutes that I took from her meeting. I'm fired, I huff while walking to her office. I knock on her door. "Come in," I hear her shout from the other side of the door. I slowly ease the door open, and there she leans against her desk, against the top of her desk. What a meeting, huh? She says. Um, yes, ma'am. I reply in my slave talk. She opens up my notepad and she reads. Her juices taste like a freshly cut peach, and I have no choice but to keep sucking, wanting more and more. Interesting, she says. Holy shit, I think. Holy shit indeed, she replies. Did I just say that out loud? I ask, and she giggles. She giggles. So, you specify a maroon leather skirt and the panties underneath, she says as she flips through the pages of my notepad. White lace, you say, she continues. She then stands up, reaches behind her back and unzips her maroon leather skirt, and it falls to the ground. And there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, no panties. Nope. No white lace. And peaches, you think? You should find out. She says, and I smile. Focus is important when you dictate. How will you know what you've written if you are dazed off? Focus. People today, we're losing focus. We're losing focus on goals. We're losing focus on values. Pardon me. We're losing focus. So we have to get our focus back. We have to gain our control back. And we have to get back to living the life that we choose to live. Or we're going to forever be living in our imagination and dictating what it is that we want instead of actually going for it. So my recommendation is to get focused. All right. Thank you. That was Dictate. So next week is E, etc. It's the name. It's the title. Remember, like I said, A through F have already been written and read before. So I'm just rereading these that I've already written. And there you have it. So next week is etc. And then the following week is Fetish. So now G, if no one comes up with, like in the comments, because no one's commenting, but it's all good. But I will, if you give me a title, G through Z, I will write the story and I will read the story. Okay? But if not, I'll just keep on going and I'll just write my own stories. So if no one gives me an idea for G is going to be Guillotine, and I will start writing it next week because I haven't written it yet. But I have already had the title. So, without further ado, ladies and germs, I'm going to end this day. It was amazing, but like I said, it's the 31st of December, 2021. It's time to finish cleaning house so we can go into the new year, brand new, and ready to go. Right? Right. Focus. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your time. And talk to you later.